Good evening and welcome to the Palestra, the Cathedral of College Basketball that opens its doors just two times a year to the high school ranks. And tonight it's the Philadelphia Catholic League Girls Championship between Archbishop Carroll and Archbishop Wood. Good evening, everybody. My name is Bob Long, and alongside me, Megan McCullough, 2014 graduate from the University of Pennsylvania. Megan, this will be a fantastic game here tonight. Two stories. Two reigning state champions. Archbishop Wood here for the 15th time in the last 18 years. Archbishop Carroll, they are coached by Renee Shields. They have a lot of experience in this building. And one girl jumps off the page to us, Brooke Wilson, everything she brings to the floor.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Bob. Exciting to be back here at the Palestra. But on to the girls. As you mentioned, Brooke Wilson, Catholic League MVP. Heading to Army where her sister is, and she has a big role this year and in this game to step up as a leader as she has in the past this season and really bring her girls together. So excited to see what she brings to the floor today.
She's been incredible. And on the Archbishop Wood side, Ava Renninger. She runs the point and really a five-out offense that Archbishop Wood will run with five girls that can shoot it better than 35% from beyond the arc. Ava Renninger is the one who engineers that offense, and Renninger 17 points from 1,000 points. It's the last thing on her mind here tonight. She wants a chance to cut down the nets here at the Palestra. It will be a phenomenal tilt. This is the pinnacle of Philadelphia high school basketball, and it'll be Archbishop Wood and Archbishop Carroll duking it out to win it all.
And of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing these student athletes with an abundance of gifts and talents. Allow them to compete to their potential with strength and courage. Help them to inspire others and to serve as sound models for all who admire them. We pray that you will positively impact our school communities, church, families, and all those gathered here tonight as we celebrate this athletic endeavor and the gift of Catholic education. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
We ask everyone to remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And veterans, we invite you to salute. As a 7th grade student at St. Albert the Great Elementary School, Juliana McDonald honors the United States of America with her rendition of our national anthem.
Say starting at guard, a senior wearing number 4, Ava Redinger. The head coach for Archbishop Wood is Michael McDonald. The officials for tonight's contest, Maureen O'Tormey, Colleen Albany, Jim Smith, and tonight's alternate official, Lori Ryan. Fans, big games mean big parties. Don't settle for an average catering tray. Make it a Primo. Order at one of Primo Hoagie's locations, in-store or online at primohoagies.com.
In the process.
For sure, and last time this team met, it was a tough game, and I know it will be tonight.
Ball is up and we are underway. 32 minutes to determine a champion. That's Ava Renninger, the point guard for Archbishop Wood, who gets a touch on the wing. 17 points away from 1,000 points on her career. Emily Naus hit 7 threes in the first half earlier this year against Lansdale Catholic. She can light it up from beyond the arc. Here's Alexa Windish. And patience here from the Vikings of Archbishop Wood.
Something you will get with this team is, Carroll team, is constant defense pressure, and you can see that here in the first 30 seconds.
Both teams won state championships at their respective classifications last year. Neither of them won the title. That was Lansdale Catholic on a last-minute 3 to break a deadlock. Emily now struts into a 3, could not hit it. That's saved inbounds, and bodies are on the floor early. Held ball situation, and the alternate possession will hand it to Archbishop Carroll. Megan, a very good defensive possession to start off for the Patriots.
Yeah, I love that hustle by Ebers, diving on the floor. Those 50-50 balls will be important in this matchup.
Here is the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP, Brooke Wilson, who will play at Army with her sister Taylor. Good job by Tapakis defensively on Wilson. This will be a great defensive matchup and a one-on-one matchup to watch all night long. Wilson to the 10.
Number 5, Brooke Wilson.
Archbishop Carroll trying to work through high ball screen set off the ball by the Vikings of Archbishop Wood. We are playing from the high school three-point line, which is the white line that just kisses the top of the key. And Emily Naus to the hoop. A lot of contact wasn't called. Good defense there by Archbishop Carroll. And Maddie McFillin leads the break, and they'll reset into that half court. Archbishop Carroll took a 20-point lead into the break. Gave up just 8 first half points in the Catholic League semifinal against Cardinal O'Hara. And a foul is called against Ava Renninger. It was clean up top, and Mike McDonald having a vociferous conversation with that official. Wilson hits the first. A good student section brought here by Archbishop Wood. She will shoot into that white wall, and she knocks both down.
Yeah, as expected, Bob, a great crowd here at the Palestra. Fans coming out to watch this matchup, and I know it'll be a good one, this Catholic League final.
Ava Renninger tries to get to the basket, forces contact, good finish. She has been excellent all year long. She will play at Fairleigh Dickinson next year. And a giveaway, here comes the Vikings. Topakis will pull it up just shy of midcourt. Now steps into a 3, got a pick up. late on the closeout.
A deep three for Nouse from the college line. As you mentioned previously, she can knock those down. The Carroll has to get out and close out.
Well, and she'll be playing at the next level. Not next year, she's just a junior, but already committed to play for St. Joseph's University, a team that's having an excellent year.
They sure are, and this will just be a, she'll see this court again, the Big Five.
You'll remember Gabby Casey from last year, who was the star for Lansdale Catholic in their Catholic League victory. She's now at St. Joseph's University. That three is good, and the answer comes from Felicity McFillan.
3-point goal, number 1, Felicity McFillan.
The McFillan sisters, three of them on this team. Felicity, the senior, was a transfer from Harriton. That one is back iron, no good. Great job by Lauren Greer to pull it down. Now Renninger, so strong with the right-handed dribble. Alexa Windish carves her way to the hole. Couldn't get over the front rim. Maddie McFillan without any numbers, and she'll turn and put it in park. Great kick out. Felicity McFillan couldn't hit that one. But really good offense on the paint touch and kick from Archbishop Carroll.
Yeah, that transition into a nice driving kick is just what they need, and we'll see if they can Carroll can get a stop here on defense.
Archbishop Wood running off ball screens, trying to get the matchups that they want. Carroll unwilling to switch at this point. Ava Renninger, she has 5 early on.
3-point goal, number 4, Ava Renninger.
Here comes Wilson. That three is good. Olivia Nardi from deep.
3-point goal, number 13.
Nardi, a big-time shooter for this Archbishop Carroll team. Back cut, Tapakis, good catch, and just couldn't quite finish.
I love that overplay defense and then the back cut. Great read by Archbishop Wood.
Open three again, that same spot on the corner, but could not hit it. Ava Renninger. And they'll reset with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Renninger with a touch at the top of the key. Good move, and couldn't hit it. Alexis Ebers, the daughter of Eric Ebers from Villanova, the class of 1996. Wildcat faithful will remember him, as well as Michelle Thornton, also from the class of 96, Alexis's mother. McFillan, a great look inside. Wilson, no. Might have been nudged from behind, but they're letting him play early on.
They sure are. This has been a game back and forth. Renninger kicks it out.
Patience here from the Vikings. Renninger winding her way through. Offensive carom, and they'll reset. And McFillan will pull this one back. This is now in the hands of Brooke Wilson. Renee Shields, longtime head coach at multiple stops, talked about how this team graduated so much last year. They've been finding themselves all year, and it's good to find yourself with Alexis Ebers, who can play inside out like that.
You can see her first team All-Catholic showing up today to play.
Windish with 29 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Archbishop Wood may look to take the last shot. They run with two guards right at the elbow. Renninger with the ball in hand. Good cut by Windish. Alexa Windish got it to fall. Final 2 seconds. And it will not go. Won't even get a shot off. So Archbishop Carroll, they come to play early on. And Archbishop Wood, they cut it to 1 possession. Headed to the second quarter. Bob Long and Megan McCullough, your broadcast team here today for the Penn Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. Megan, a quick thought on what we saw in the first 8 minutes as both teams came out of the locker room.
Yeah, really solid performance by both. A fast game. You can see limited subs, limited stop possessions, and the teams are getting great shots, moving it in and out, and great possessions on defense.
Couple of sponsors we want to thank here tonight is Blocks. At Blocks, they help turn your Pennsylvania state tax liability into need-based scholarships for your school. And you will receive a 90% tax credit refund for doing so. Learn more at blocks.org/tax credit. Primo Hoagies is a sponsor here tonight as well. Fans, big games mean big parties. Don't settle for an average catering tray. Make it a Primo. Order at one of the Primo Hoagies locations, whether in store or you can order online at primohoagies.com. Finally, Petrosky Physio, the leader in sports physical therapy for high school, college, and professional athletes in Philadelphia. Check them out at www.petroskyphysio.com or follow them on Instagram at Petrosky Physio. Vikings out of the huddle. They'll start with the basketball here in the second quarter. In the first quarter, statistics courtesy of our friend Huck Palmer, who we will have on the broadcast here in the boys game. That one won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Archbishop Carroll. Brooke Wilson with 4 points and 2 assists. The Patriots of Archbishop Carroll are 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. Lauren Greer, 5 rebounds, and Ava Renninger leads the way with 5 points. Remember, just 12 points away now from 1,000 for her career. Wilson, great look inside, the high-low action, and the cut to the basket by Abby McFillan. McFillan, Megan, just a freshman, and the third of those McFillan sisters, the first 2 transfers from Harriton, as we mentioned, but Abby kind of led the way in terms of these girls coming to play at Archbishop Carroll. Lauren Greer on the other end cuts it back to 3. And they duke it out punch for punch here at the Palestra. Good look inside for Abby McFillan.
We have Michaela Finnegan guarding freshman in on Archbishop Wood.
Emily Naus closes out, makes it tough. She got the block on Alexis Ebers. And here comes Archbishop Wood on the quasi break. Archbishop Carroll able to match up quickly. Really good high-low action. Extra pass for 3. That one won't go from Windish, and it'll stay here. I really liked that set that time, Megan, from Archbishop Wood.
I did too. It was a nice screen, open shot. Just didn't convert this time for Archbishop Wood.
Windish takes a seat, as you see. With the baseline out of bounds, Renninger comes to the basketball. They're clearing out this side of the floor. They want her to go to work. Spins away from the double team. She has 7 early on. Dribble drive from McFillan, that went off her leg. It's last touch by Archbishop Carroll. Going back and watching the film, and you see the student section for Archbishop Wood out in full force. They're used to this trip. 15 times in 18 years, also have made it a habit in the state championship. They've won 3 state championships in a row.
Yeah, definitely a familiar place for both teams and coaches between Carroll and Wood.
Good hands by Alexis Ebers. Wilson, good kick out for three. It's good. Olivia Nardi, her second triple of the night. And Megan, it all started with the paint touch, the collapse of the defense, and a good kick.
Shooters were ready on the wing and able to get that one off. I'm impressed with both teams' really good pressure defense and offensive execution.
It's a really strong catch there to draw the foul, Emily Naus. Just the first team foul here in the second quarter against Archbishop Carroll. And the quick substitutions, Archbishop Wood will and can go deep. Unafraid to do so. Even in a championship game at the Palestra, certainly as the year goes along, a lot of times rosters start to winnow down. Naus is fouled, and it goes against the freshman Abby McFillan. Second team foul against Archbishop Carroll.
Great take by Naus. Carroll came over to help, but had to commit that foul.
And a good job attacking the basket. It actually looked relatively clean there in terms of the contact, but as the attacking dribbler there, Megan, you put the officials in a position to make a call by going in and inserting yourself, producing some contact. (18-16), back down to a two-point contest. Wilson, that 5-second count is on, and they just waved it off. Said the space came at, we'll call it 4.5 seconds. That one won't go off the glass. Good rebound by McFillan. Good closeout there by Emily Naus. Wilson is so quick to the hole and is bumped in the act of shooting.
She saw that open corner and turned, and no stopping her from that top of the key.
Really good at getting to her left hand as well, Megan.
It was. Brooke Wilson saw the open defender there, and great tack.
And where it always gets so important is at the foul line. She knocks down the first. Wilson knocks both down calmly. Halfway home here in the second quarter. Archbishop Wood, as they were at times in last year's final, playing catch up. Ended up taking a lead into that third quarter. Lansdale Catholic came back and ended up winning the game with the NBA range three by Olivia Bacella. High right-handed dribble, but kept it on her hand. Emily Naus rises high to bring that one down.
Tough shot there for McFillan, and
Tapakas, I don't think, was quite ready to shoot it on the catch. No matter, though. Emily Naus off the bounce.
I love that ball motion. Went from right to left and an open lane for Naus.
Timeout called by Archbishop Carroll. And on that Emily Naus drive to the basket, she's so good from beyond the arc, so you got to close out there if you're Olivia Nardi. Blow by to the rim. And look at that. There's that white wall that we were talking about, the Archbishop Wood faithful. They have come out in full force here tonight to cheer on their Archbishop Wood Vikings. They're going for their 4th state championship, but that's a long ways off. That's about 30 days from now, Megan. The #1 prize for just about any team here in the Catholic League, they'll tell you, is to win this league title and to do it in this building.
Sure is, and Archbishop Wood graduated many seniors last year, and speaking to some of the players, they want to get this win for those seniors. There's just 3 this year, and they were part of the team but could not capture that championship last year. So coming back, it'll be another game and another try to get it.
No doubt the Archbishop Carroll students out in full force as well. reigning state champs, and they lost a lot from that team. Taylor Wilson, a senior, went to play at Army. That's where Brooke Wilson is going as well. Megan Sheridan went on to play lacrosse at Pittsburgh, and Cortland Schumacher, a field hockey star now at Fairfield. So they lost a lot of experience at Archbishop Carroll. They lost defenders, certainly the inside presence of Taylor Wilson. And so we teased it a little bit earlier, but when Renee Shields told us that this is a team that is finding itself and running a different offense, and they still had a lot of work to do, we think that sometimes that's coach speak, Megan. This is a pretty darn talented team, but they have gotten better. As the season goes along, they want to play their best game here tonight.
They sure have.
Good defense there in the lane. On ball by number 31, Lauren Greer. And on the sideline, it'll stay right here. Great defense on the ball, and gives Renee Shields a good opportunity to give the official a piece of her mind with a smile at the end. One of the best at any level. Inside they go, and a double team comes on now. Extra pass, Windish for 3. Really good look, but a fantastic rebound by Brooke Wilson. If you're Archbishop Wood, Megan, that's exactly the set you want there and the shot you'll take.
It is. You can see the Carroll bench coaching staff trying to get the double team inside on Emily Naus, but she had a kick out.
The shooter's touch from Alexis Ebers. A really good game to start things off here in the first half. Good hands, but a foul is called against Ebers. And they can't believe it on the Archbishop Carroll sideline.
It's a tough one. She jumped in that passing lane, and
we'll get a good look here at home.
great job by Ebers jumping in that passing lane, and it's a tough call.
That's a 50-50 ball. Play on. Back to live action here as Renninger runs the point. Renninger goes behind the screen and knocks it down. Really good two-ball action there as Emily Naus sets the down screen. Just can't go under against Ava Renninger.
Sure can't. Got to switch and go above that screen.
Wilson rips and tries to get to the hole. Really nice drive by McFillan. That's Maddie McFillan.
Getting contributions from all the sisters tonight.
No
really
doubt
great,
about it.
really great take.
Naus for 3, a deep one. Good position inside by Greer, and she is fouled. It goes against Felicity McFillan, the senior for Archbishop Carroll. We talked about those 3 sisters and how you are getting the contributions from every one of them. Here's another look, though, and a grab inside. But yes, Renee Shields certainly got a nice treasure there. Good piece of loot for all 3 of those girls coming into the program and playing at the same time, Megan. One minute, 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Been a good one.
Definitely a critical possession here. Carroll up 3. And
yep,
caused the turnover.
Good defense there, trying to jump the passing lane. Off comes number 20, Michaela Finnegan for Archbishop Wood. So the 5 out there for the Vikings: Emily Naus, Ava Renninger, Lauren Greer, Sophia Topakis, and Alexa Windish, the starters. Carroll running some down screen action. Archbishop Wood staying with them defensively. Felicity McFillan with a touch. And they'll pull this one back, perhaps to hold for 1. No shot clock here at the high school level. And yet it's very difficult against fantastic defenses, 2 of the best in the state, to hold it from 1 minute to 0.
It is. The patience they have on offense running this set.
And Archbishop Wood starting to jump and put double teams out there to coerce Archbishop Carroll to move quicker. Wilson, kick out, open three. Not that time. 2 seconds left. Renninger, good if it goes. And it had a shot. Halftime here at the Palestra, exactly what we expected between the 3-seed Archbishop Carroll Patriots and the number 1 seed Archbishop Wood Vikings. It's a 3-point lead for Archbishop Carroll. We'll take a break and we'll come back in just a moment with our halftime guest, John Nebels from Philadelphia Sports Digest. Stay with us.
Possible by providing a safe, quality, values, and faith-based education to thousands of students, the leaders of tomorrow. You can fund a need-based scholarship for students simply by paying your PA taxes, and you'll receive a 90% tax credit refund on the donated amount. Changing the future is simple. Start today. Learn more at blocks.org/tax credit. Blocks is the largest scholarship organization in PA, offering donors a 90% credit refund on any scholarship donations made to your school through Blocks' EITC tax credit program. We all need to pay taxes. Why not let those funds create a better future for those who will one day lead in our place? Make a wise investment with your tax dollars and support students in gaining a safe, quality, values, and faith-based education. For over 40 years, we provided opportunities for students, so we understand the importance of legacy. Visit blocks.org/tax credit to transform your tax dollars into funding the future through Blocks. A 90% tax credit refund could be available to you or your company by becoming a member of a Block Scholarship LLC. For over 40 years, through the support of donors like you, we've been providing need-based scholarships to students for a safe, quality, values, and faith-based education. Becoming a donor is simple and takes only minutes. Any individual or company who is subject to PA taxes can qualify. Your tax liability will dictate how much you are able to donate to the school of your choice in the form of a scholarship for a qualifying student. And you'll receive a 90% tax credit refund on the donated amount. It's truly a win-win. Simple, effective, life-changing. Visit blocks.org/tax credit to join the team. Fund the future through Blocks today. At Blocks, we're about legacy, heart, and providing the next generation with more than hopes and dreams. Through your investment of tax dollars, you receive a 90% tax credit, and we ensure students receive scholarships for a safe, quality, values, and faith-based education. Becoming a Blocks donor is a win-win. Leave a lasting legacy. Create new possibilities. Take your shot and join our team today. Visit blocks.org/tax credit.
Halftime here at the Palestra. The girls' Philadelphia Catholic League Championship has been a doozy thus far. We are joined by John Nebels, Philadelphia Sports Digest. You guys do an excellent job covering the girls' game. We appreciate what you do, and thanks for joining us here at the half.
Always a pleasure, definitely a privilege, and they do a great job, multimedia all the way through, and videos, pictures, articles, and it's about a great product. I mean, you look tonight, this is what it's all about. Really is.
It sure is. So what has stood out to you so far? Certainly Brooke Wilson has had her way inside, able to get to the hoop. She's so dangerous when she's getting downhill off the bounce. And then on Archbishop Wood's side, Ava Renninger leading the way, running the point, and of course hitting from deep.
Renninger was so good last year. almost single-handed, not single-handed, but really helped them win a championship last year. Talked to her before the game. She was very revved up. She said she loves these crowds. She loves the moment. I mean, I would be nervous as heck, but she's loving it. And then Wilson is just, you can tell she has a game face today. She's been in so many big games. I mean, you're talking about a person who's going to go to the Army. I mean, this is probably small potatoes for her, but she really, loves these environments. I think the one thing about Wood, though, is the rebounding of Lauren Greer. She's got about 8, I think. And that rebounding in a game like this might make a difference. Yeah,
no doubt about that. And this Archbishop Wood team has been here 15 of 18 years, and not all of that has been Mike McDonald's tenure, but the last 10 years have been excellent. The one thing that he is still trying to get over the hump is that 2-4 record in the Catholic League final. He's got the team to do it here tonight. It's going to take 16 minutes, though, in the second half of great play to finish this off.
Yeah, and I think when you're undefeated, it puts a lot of pressure on the team. I mean, technically speaking, you're the one of the teams that should win. Carroll is an underdog. That's a pretty good underdog. I think both teams are so superbly coached. I mean, I really do. I mean, I think they're among the best in the state. Renee Shields is just unreal. She was an assistant coach for like 4 or 5 championships, and then she wins one, and she's in 2. And Mike McDonald, like you said, has been in so many. I mean, it's so much fun to see 2 people going back and forth. I think you're going to see in the second half, though, I think Wood's going to be a little bit more relaxed. It's going to be funny or interesting to see what Carroll does when if Wood comes out and they're a little bit more aggressive offensively, and maybe even up in the press, because the press has been a problem for Carroll. But then again, with Renee Shields, she probably finds ways to offset that.
She does. John, before we let you go, what has been 1 or 2 storylines that have defined this Philadelphia Catholic League season on the girls' side?
I think the fact that there was Wood was undefeated, but there were so many good storylines. Nazareth Academy really was the most interesting. Here's a team that's never played the Catholic League before. They were one of 3 teams that didn't have a losing streak. Mary Kate McGogna did an unbelievable job. They beat Lansdale Catholic in the last game of the year. I believe it's the first time a first-year team in the Catholic League beat the defending champions. I think it's never been done before. And then they go and beat Newman Goretti at Newman Goretti. And then they give Wood a 10-10 game in the first quarter and take away the second quarter, which was 28-10 Wood. They actually outscored it by 2 or 3. So to me, that was the great storyline, because the Woods and the O'Haras and the Carrolls are always going to be there. But I thought that was a really interesting story.
John, thank you for doing this. John Neville's Philadelphia Sports Digest. Thank you for your time and enjoy the second half.
Absolutely.
Archbishop Carroll has a 3-point lead at the Palestra as we head to the second half here on the Penn Sports Network, simulcast through Sports Fan Base Network and the pay-per-view platform. Bob Long, Megan McCullough are about to get this one underway. Renee Shields looking to win yet another Philadelphia Catholic League championship. Mike McDonald looking for his third. And Megan, he won his 200th game on Tuesday in the semifinals. And he knows how to get his teams ready to play.
He sure does. Just a few short years. Getting to that 200 mark is an amazing milestone.
And a timeout is called by Mike McDonald as they scrambled for the ball. A 30-second timeout. And that will be just his first taken. 4 timeouts remain for Archbishop Wood here in the contest. Yes, the resume for Mike McDonald, the resume for Archbishop Wood as a school is very impressive. We look inside the Archbishop Carroll huddle right now. Renee Shields has a very impressive rap sheet. This is a team that won the Catholic League championship in 2009, 2010, 2012, again in 2019. There are many other titles and plaudits that they've had. They won the PIAA state championship in 2009, 2012, and then again last year in 2023. An excellent defensive team that just ran through the 6A bracket en route to that title. By the way, their semifinal win against Cardinal O'Hara. There's a grab inside, called against Felicity McFillin. She can't believe it. But their semifinal against Cardinal O'Hara might just be a precursor to what would be a PIAA state semifinal at the 6A level based upon where they would meet up in the bracket if they got that far.
Correct, and they're split 1-1 this year, Carroll versus Cardinal O'Hara.
That's a deep three, college range. Emily Nouse couldn't hit it. Strong rebound brought down by Maddie McFillin. Alexis Ebers, the sophomore, runs the offense as Wilson went off the ball. Strong catch there by Felicity McFillin in traffic. Wilson draws the double. McFillin open for 3. That one's no good, but really good action offensively by Archbishop Carroll to create that look.
Sure was. They got the screen down. Nice cut.
Everything but the finish that time from Lauren Greer.
And really great rebound by Ebers, crashing the board and securing the ball for Carroll.
The Patriots slowed this down and the 5-second count was on. Patience here as 5 play around the 3-point line. A 5-out offense and a back cut will exploit it. Wonderful offense. Felicity McFillin on the bucket. Greer is left wide open for 3, and you can't do that. Nardi slow on the closeout.
A little miscommunication there on defense, and Archbishop Wood will make you pay.
Wilson thought about the 3. Felicity McFillin, she has been aggressive and involved offensively. A constant movement off the ball. Wilson is fouled and will shoot 2. Lauren Greer, one of those tremendous defenders for Archbishop Wood. She's got a tough matchup tonight, though, against Brooke Wilson. Another look.
Again, a great strong take. You see Windish staying out on the wing and Brooke turning the corner and getting that left-hand layup.
Wilson has been good from the foul line here tonight. She's been good all year from the foul line as well. A sweet stroke. And the old broadcaster's jinx. Renninger gets Archbishop Wood into that offense. Playing out of the high post is Emily Nouse. Renninger. Good move by Ava Renninger. Kick out. Greer replaces with Renninger. Patience here. Finnegan. Michaela Finnegan got into the lane. Lost the basketball. Great defense by Felicity McFillan. Maddie McFillan. There's an open three that won't go for number 13, Olivia Nardi. But Archbishop Carroll, they roll so hard off those screens. Such decisive off-ball movement creates a lot of good looks. Deep three for Emily Nouse. That one didn't draw any iron, but it is dropped out of bounds there by Archbishop Carroll.
And last time out, Bob, you know, Carroll versus Wood. Nouse and Renninger finished the half strong. Nouse was 17, Renninger was 16, so it'll be critical for the two of them to step up this second half.
Yeah, but it was an 11-point lead with 3 minutes and change to go for Archbishop Carroll. And Archbishop Wood in that contest came back to win the game, maintaining their unblemished record. Ava Renninger is in double digits. 6 points away from 1,000 on her career.
Some pressure here from Wood, full court.
Good decisive drive to the hoop. And the foul is picked up by Alexa Windish. Alexis Ebers. Mike McDonald doesn't like the call, not one bit. You can make the call at home. A great view from our baseline camera. That's pretty good defense there by Alexa Windish. Two of two. And it is 29-26. We've gone back and forth all night. Who will hit the big shot when it matters? 12 minutes to play in this one. Renninger lost the basketball. 3-on-2. Wow, on the flyby. Kept in bounds by Ava Renninger. I really liked the play by Ebers to let everybody fly by and get off 2 feet. Just couldn't hit it. And that is last touched, I thought, by Archbishop Wood. And Renee Shields and her assistants, including Mike Peretta, agree. Here's a great look. Perhaps that was poked out of bounds there, but good call from that and good replay from that baseline camera. That is tipped, last touch by Archbishop Carroll. Good job swarming to the basketball on the post.
See if Wood can get something out of this baseline out of bounds.
And they go inverted here with the guard Renninger in the post. Couldn't hit it. A fight for the rebound corralled by Brooke Wilson.
For the most part, Archbishop Carroll's letting them just get one shot and really rebounding the ball strong.
Really nice catch by Maddie McFillan. There's an open three, hits good. And once again, it's Alexis Ebers. The sophomore is having a night here at the Palestra. 6-point lead. Largest deficit for Archbishop Wood here in the second half. Now, tough shot, couldn't get it over the front rim, and here comes Wilson the other way. Could it be a repeat, Megan, of last year where Archbishop Wood, in many ways the best team throughout the year in the Catholic League, but they were thwarted by the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP. Last year was Gabby Casey, and a hot shooter last year was Olivia Bacella. Could it be the story again with Brooke Wilson and a hot Alexis Ebers from the outside?
Yeah, great take by Windish there. You can see again pressure by Wood looking to cause a turnover. Carroll gets it up easily over the half court.
1:42 to go. McFillan slices to the hole. Couldn't finish. And a held ball situation, alternate possession. We'll hand it to Archbishop Wood. All you could want on this opportunity, Megan.
Yeah, great take there. Go and fight for the ball. Jump ball, Wood.
Just a bit too strong off the glass there. But you can see Archbishop Wood is running Archbishop Carroll off the three-point line. They've been beaten multiple times in that way tonight. Renninger will shoot 2 at the line.
I love that cut by Renninger. Attacks strong and gets right in front of her defender.
Renninger has been the engineer, the conductor, if you will, of this offense for multiple years now. Even when they had tremendous scorers, like some of the keys they had last year. They lost Deja Evans, Kara Meredith, Delaney Finnegan, and Allie Fleming, who was hurt midway through last year. But even with all those scorers and off-ball players, Ava Renninger ran the show then. She runs it to perfection now. Cuts the deficit back to 2. And there's a travel.
Wood speeding up Carroll a little bit there. We'll see if they can convert something here to get a tie game.
One minute to go, and can Archbishop Wood hold for the last shot? It has been tight for the whole contest. Renninger continues to run at that outside hip of the defender, going right at Wilson. Windish is blocked, and she will shoot 2 at the line. And again, that 5-out offense, Meg, I think is creating these driving lanes. A great job by Archbishop Wood offensively.
For sure, and Carroll needing to get out and close out on the shooters, but sometimes the Wood defenders, or Wood offense gets right by them.
Boy, that was a really, really good view on that replay as well that showed the hand-on-hand contact for folks at home that thought, maybe that was clean on the establishing shot of the court. A great camera angle from the baseline. 32 apiece, and Archbishop Wood has been great from the foul line. Full court pressure from the Vikings. Trying to speed up Archbishop Carroll. Ebers across the timeline. Nardi resets with 30 seconds on the clock.
Great pressure by Topakis.
This is where you get the ball into the hands of the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP, and here she comes. But Windish runs her off the ball. So it's been the night of Alexis Ebers. She gets rid of it for Nardi. Great hands by Sophia Topakis.
Really good pressure by Wood. They came and tried to double team, high hands, and got a deflection.
Felicity McFillan to inbound. Wilson on the baseline. Defended by Ava Renninger. Here we go. Couldn't hit it. Final second. And that is no good. It won't even get off her hands in time. Beg your pardon, it wasn't Renninger on the defense. Give credit to Lauren Greer, who's been one of the best on-ball defenders in the Philadelphia Catholic League all night long and really all season long. She's been incredible. So just, I think, as we expected this to be, Megan, deadlocked after 3.
For sure, and Wood had a little bit of an advantage there. Took the down at halftime and came out strong and was able to get some offensive possessions and some good takes and easy baskets. When you're not making shots, that's the best thing to do, is get to the basket, get to the foul line and stop the clock.
A special season on the line here for Archbishop Wood as we look inside their huddle. The first undefeated Archbishop Wood team in regular season play since the 2017 regular season team. That team did not win a Catholic League championship as it turned out, but they have won 8 state titles. They have been to the Palestra 15 of the last 18 years. They've won state titles from 2021 through 2023. And as you look up and down the roster, yes, there are senior contributors without a doubt here, Megan. But there are juniors, sophomores, and even freshmen that we've seen that will continue the legacy on of this program after Ava Renninger leaves, after Lauren Greer leaves, after Alexa Windish leaves the program. Emily Mouse, we know, is a junior. Youngsters and Michaela Finnegan, Sophia McDonald, Reagan Papirski, which won't see a ton of time here tonight, but they've seen key minutes in big games all season. And so the train is not going to stop rolling here in 2024, but it sure feels good to cut down the nets. And this is a group that feels they've earned it. It's their time, and they have 8 minutes to prove it.
For sure, and that's something McDonald talked about, is coming here to the Palestra is just an experience, something not every player is going to get, and to have that as a freshman and to have that as, you know, at any point is a lifetime opportunity, and pretty special for these teams here tonight.
And Archbishop Carroll, they won the state championship last year. They expect to be in this game every season. They graduated a lot. We talked about that. 3 stars on that team last year, including Brooks Taylor, sister Taylor, who's playing at Army. But this is a new group. It's a different offense. They talked about finding themselves and developing as a unit. They're in a position to bring home the Philadelphia Catholic League hubcap. Patience offensively. McFillin, a really nice catch, and a timeout is called after a 33-second possession that only once saw the ball go in the lane. A nice job by Renee Shields. She's been doing this long enough to know when to call timeout.
For sure. And that was smart. I mean, every possession matters in this last fourth quarter tie game, and wanted to definitely get a good shot first out.
Look inside the Archbishop Carroll huddle, and let's talk about Renee Shields, because her coaching background is so interesting and so impressive. She ended up assisting at Villanova for 2 years out of college, and then moved over to St. Joseph's University, where she spent 7 years as an assistant. She's been with Archbishop Carroll in a head coaching position since 2016, was assisting as far back as 2008 at Archbishop Carroll. And maybe my favorite part of this whole thing about Renee Shields, in addition to coaching a high-level state championship caliber high school basketball program, she remains the voice on color commentary of the St. Joseph's University women's basketball team.
Yep, still involved and giving back to the game. And you know, her daughter on the bench, Erin, is also familiar being here at the Palestra. Her and her sister won the Catholic League in 2009 and 2010, so not a unfamiliar place to be.
No doubt about it. Mike Peretta, the other assistant on that bench, played at Bonner Prendergast, son of Harry Peretta, longtime head coach at Villanova. Couldn't hit the shot there. A decent look, but couldn't get the English on it there, Ebers. Ava Renninger is 3 points from 1,000 points in her career. Good extra pass after the strip. Open 3. And that one will fall. Alexa Windish hits the biggest 3 of the night thus far.
I love that ball movement by Wood. Nouse was open, but attacked and got an open shot for her teammate.
Now Archbishop Carroll, they've been front running this whole contest. Archbishop Wood, they've been the chaser. Does Archbishop Carroll have the answer with their first deficit in a long while? Nardi thought about the 3. Archbishop Wood quick on the closeout and running Archbishop Carroll off the 3-point line. And they throw it away. Miscommunication between Nardi and Wilson. This is where those 2 defensive stalwarts that we talk about for Wood come here, Megan. Windish and Greer, JV players for 3 years, but they're 2 of the best defenders in the league.
They sure are, and we all know it. All those basketball listeners out there, defense wins, and being able to get possessions like that, turnovers, and get the ball back on offense is very important.
10 rebounds on the night for Lauren Greer. So in addition to her on-ball defense. Good move there by Emily Mouse. Great recognition as they throw 4 girls behind the 3-point line, Megan. And it's 1-on-1 inside with a matchup advantage for Mouse.
For sure. Great leadership there.
Dribble drive, off the heel. McFillin brought it down. Archbishop Wood's on it first, and a held ball situation will hand it back to Archbishop Wood. We'll get another look at this one here, and just a melee inside as they go for this rebound.
See Carroll picking up some pressure, trying to get a turnover here.
And that's where it is so good to have Ava Renninger on the floor. Very similar to how you feel when Brooke Wilson has the ball in her hands for Archbishop Carroll. When you want to slow it down, you go to your leader, and it's been Renninger, first team All-Catholic against Brooke Wilson, the MVP of the league all night. What a pleasure it's been to watch.
Can't beat that matchup.
No shot clock at the high school level. So Archbishop Wood is in no rush. They want to stretch Archbishop Carroll out, take some time off the clock, and they might get a devastating back cut if they can.
Yeah, definitely have some time.
Topakis intercepted. Good hands there by Brooke Wilson.
I like that move on Carroll. Just patience, defense, make Wood turn the ball over with the pressure.
This is where every possession gets very important. It's only a 5-point game, but the possessions start to get longer, and there's less of them as you get to the final moments of these games. Wilson, so quick off the bounce. Open three for McFillin. Maddie McFillin. 2-point game. Megan, good things start with a paint touch.
They
More
sure
often
do.
than not.
Yeah, I love that driving kick and a three from our junior McFillin.
That clock is on, the 5-second, and they wave that off. Emily Naus again, spins baseline. Overloading the near side of the floor so that Emily Naus can spin baseline knowing there's not a second defender there. Contact, count it, and one. Maddie McFillin with the answer. She has 5 straight for the Patriots. Another look.
Able to break that pressure, find the open pass, and McFillin drives hard to the left.
A lefty by trade, as you can see. And a shooter's roll cuts it to 1. Here we go again. Another classic here in the Philadelphia Catholic League Championship game. Timeout by Archbishop Wood. It has been punch for punch. And the fourth quarter, we really haven't slowed down. We've only sped up here as Emily Naus has gotten to spin baseline over her left shoulder where she's so strong multiple times. And on the other side, Maddie McFillin. How good has she been here in this fourth quarter?
Those are 6 huge points for Carroll's junior, and you know, to be able to hit that 3 in this time of game as well as take that strong drive is critical. Keep them in it, and as you mentioned, that's exactly what you want on the Wood side with Naus. Right hand, strong layups, and it's a position they wanted to get her in.
And this place is filling up. The corners, not many seats left in the corners. That's when you know it's a big game here at the Palestra. This is game 1 of 2, and you can only hope that that second one lives up to the billing that we've seen here tonight. We know that both of these teams, their season will continue. The Philadelphia Catholic League plays for one champion, regardless of classification. And then things bifurcate and stratify into whatever classification each school is based upon size of enrollment. So we know that Archbishop Wood will be the favorite in the 5A level in the state of Pennsylvania, the PIAA playoffs. Archbishop Carroll and Cardinal O'Hara feel like those 2 teams that are destined to meet in a state semifinal. So this game will not be the end for either team, but many argue, and it's an easy argument to make, that this is the pinnacle and this is the top prize.
For
the
sure.
Hubcap and Philadelphia Catholic League title. Megan, you were a point guard at the University of Pennsylvania at the high school level. What challenge does a point guard face in the final moments of these games?
Oh, for sure. It's ball control, security, confidence, and just continue to stay poised and calm, and we've seen that all night from Renninger. So
good job by Emily Naus. Maddie McFillan picks up the personal foul, and they've been wearing out Archbishop Carroll with those down screen and cuts to the basket. We know how proficient Emily Naus is from beyond the arc, also has limitless range. Big shots at the foul line. She looks comfortable doing it.
sure does.
Shooting into that army of white. Emily Naus 2 for 2. 3-point game, 3 minutes to go. Archbishop Carroll looking to spoil an undefeated Philadelphia Catholic League season for Archbishop Wood. Looking to follow up a state championship with a Philadelphia Catholic League title. Open three for the tie, yes! And it's Olivia Nardi.
I love that look from Brooke Wilson. She saw her teammate in the corner and found the open player. What a three for Nardi. Let's see if they can get a stop here on defense.
2:16 to play. Archbishop Carroll had a massive pep rally on campus this morning, trying to cheer on these Patriots to victory. Fox 29's morning show was there to cover all the action.
What a special thing for these young girls.
That is blocked. Quick on the closeout. And the ball in the hands of the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP. Timeout. They rise here at the Palestra. The Archbishop Carroll faithful feel that with 1:48 to go, they can dictate the offensive sequence down the stretch. One more look on the other end.
As we talked, they all jumped to McFillan in the middle and Brooke found Nardi over in the left corner. Great three.
And it does feel like, for the three-point efficiency that we've seen here tonight, starting with that dribble drive, that paint touch, drawing the defense, and allowing that three-point shooter to get those feet set and let it fly, you're going to have a lot more efficiency from beyond the arc that way. So let's bring out the coach in you, Megan McCullough, because I know you're involved on the coaching side now as well. What are you drawing coming out of this timeout if you're Archbishop Carroll?
Yeah, definitely need to be smart with the ball. Only shoot if you get an easy layup, but otherwise be patient, run your sets, but I wouldn't hold too long. Sometimes if you have an open layup, go for it, take the lead for sure. Cuts to the basket will be important here.
Is there any possibility with 2 timeouts remaining that Archbishop Carroll could look to take this down to the final shot, perhaps doing so by calling timeouts in, say, 30 to 40-second increments to make it more manageable?
Yeah, I think that's a great play.
Maybe that one's better. Getting it to the hands of the MVP, and she missed it from point-blank range. Archbishop Wood calls a timeout, and they have 2 remaining. So I'll ask the question again to you, Megan. Does Archbishop Wood, now with 2 timeouts remaining, employ that same strategy?
Carroll's definitely going to be up and pressuring, trying to get that turnover first. That would, might be my thing. If they're going to have to foul if they need to get the ball back, but I would first go for that turnover and would, hold the ball, try to get that open shot, work it around on offense.
History repeats itself or inverts itself in many, many interesting ways. Rewind to last year where the game was tied at 47 in the Catholic League final between Lansdale Catholic and Archbishop Wood. At that time, Lansdale Catholic held the basketball for about 1 minute. And when Archbishop Wood defensively tried to run out and start double teaming, that's when Lansdale Catholic went into the offense and Olivia Bacella unleashed the shot heard round Philadelphia and beyond.
For sure, and Carroll has 4 fouls to give here to get the 1-1, so we'll see what they do. apologies, to get to 2 shots in
That's right.
The new rules of high school sports.
That's right. Fouls reset after every quarter, and you go to 5, then you go right to the double bonus. So again, Archbishop Wood running sets. I think if they get an open look, they'll take it, but don't be surprised to see a timeout here in the next 15 to 20 seconds from Mike McDonald to stave this off and get even closer to holding for 1. It's hard to hold for 90 seconds, but if you break it up into 3 30-second chunks, it makes it a little bit more manageable. Topakis. And now Windish. 36 seconds left. Ball in the hands of Ava Renninger. As it turns out, 3 points shy of 1,000 for her career. She cuts to the hoop, puts it up, and is fouled. Fouled with 25 seconds left. Good patience by Archbishop Wood to get one more look. Clear whistle there, good foul call, and aggressive take. Unabashed to the rim, goes right at that contact. Ava Renninger, tie ball game, 1 shot at the line. Renninger missed both. And Archbishop Carroll will get the last shot after they call timeout.
And you can see there, Brooke Sr. comes over, knows to get the ball in her hands, dribble over to Coach Rini Shields for that timeout. Great awareness from the senior commit to Army.
Archbishop Carroll. They graduated Taylor Wilson, Megan Sheridan, and Cortland Schumacher. The folks around the Philadelphia Catholic League thought perhaps this team was too young, too inexperienced, perhaps even too reliant upon Brooke Wilson. It became very apparent as the season went along that that was not the case. Wilson ran the day. She was the MVP. But between the hot shooting Alexis Evers and the multifaceted contributions of the 3 McFillin sisters, Felicity, Maddie, and Abby the freshman, this is a deep team. This is a complex offense to try to defend. And they're 19 seconds and 1 offensive possession away from capturing the Philadelphia Catholic League Championship and taking it from the grasps of Archbishop Wood yet again. So one more time, Coach McCullough, what are you drawing up?
You know, Carroll's offense all along, they've been in close games like this, get something they're comfortable with, going to the basket. Again, as we've seen all game, if you get it in and you find an open player 3, that's an option as well. So lots of different weapons here.
Brooke Wilson looks high here at the Palestra for the game clock. She attacks to the rim. She couldn't finish. Loose ball. That one won't go either. Timeout is called. And Archbishop Wood will get a look. The basketball gods kept a couple from going down the cylinder. 2 fantastic looks. And Archbishop Wood will have a chance to go the full length of the floor. 3.0 seconds on the clock. Megan, I'm surprised they're not looking to put a little bit more time on the clock there.
Yeah, I agree. As you mentioned, 2 really strong takes to the basket, just not falling in.
I mean, look at this. You can't ask for better looks. Contact not called there. And this look right here. How does it not fall? And 3 of those Archbishop Wood Vikings calling timeout. Pretty well trained, pretty well schooled, high IQ basketball players.
For sure.
There.
Great awareness and ball time and score.
If you're Archbishop Wood, you still have 1 timeout to burn here, and the last thing you want to do trying to go the full length of the floor in 3 seconds is to turn the ball over somewhere around midcourt. So Emily Nowes, they put one of the smartest players in the Catholic League on the baseline. Highest IQ basketball players to make the right decision. Ava Renninger off the ball. And Renninger is fouled. Just the third team foul against Archbishop Carroll. Still one foul to give with 1.4 seconds left on the clock. And Mike Peretta vociferously waving those arms. They're saying no foul. They want to play this out defensively, does Archbishop Carroll. Renninger, good if it goes. And we are headed to overtime here in the girls' final. Tied at 41. Expect anything different. What a game. The boys' championship will just have to wait. We have a classic brewing.
And Bob, you know, last two times out, 2012, 2019, both Wood versus Carroll games have gone into overtime. So two teams that have, you know, sure know how to fight and compete at this Palestra floor.
Unbelievable. Three sets of players that never overlap. The 2012 teams, 2019 teams, and then of course 2024. Both Catholic League finals between these two programs, as you mentioned. Sometimes you just can't script it.
As well as great, you know, shots at the basket on both ends. Wood with the foul shots and Carroll with 2 open layups. So we'll see who can duke it out in the overtime.
One thing you do love to see as a Philadelphia Catholic League basketball fan and a fan in general, nobody really in any foul trouble at this point. The 5 on the floor and the bench help that these two teams have, they're going full bore here in the overtime period. They put 4 minutes on the clock. And a nervous energy there in that Archbishop Carroll faithful and that student section. Final huddle and thoughts from Mike McDonald. This contest has featured two of the very best coaches coaching in this league right now, and those that will go down as two of the best to ever do it in this league.
For sure. And schools that have, you know, delivered some of the best in college basketball as well. The alumni from these schools is incredible.
And you're looking at future alumni that will contribute at the next level. Renninger, Fairleigh Dickinson University. Alexa Windisch will play at Kutztown. Emily Naus, a verbal to St. Joe's. And of course, Brooke Wilson to play at Army. Felicity McFillin, Air Force. And lots of younger players that have yet to make their decision. But this is the here, this is the now. This is the pinnacle of high school basketball. This is the cathedral of college basketball. And this is overtime in the Philadelphia Catholic League Girls Final. Bob Long, Megan McCullough to take you the rest of the way in this one. Will we get a winner through 4 minutes of overtime? A grab is called against Archbishop Carroll on the dribble drive. Overtime rules maintain the foul totals from the fourth quarter. So on the board show 4 team fouls against Archbishop Carroll. Now spun away from the double and nearly hit it. So there was a help defender on her right side, so she spins. She's been mostly spinning to the baseline. That time spins inside, Megan. A really good job of recognition from her.
Yeah, I like that play drawn up. Finding the tallest girl on the court, maybe, inside and able to get that, draw that foul.
Emily Naus perfect from the line. Here's the second for Naus. She got that one. Remember, Ava Renninger missed 2 foul shots in the final 15 seconds of the contest that would have given Archbishop Wood a lead and perhaps forced some sort of regulation result. But Emily Naus gives Archbishop Wood the 2-point cushion with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play. It's been the night for Alexis Ebers. Maddie McFillin with a touch.
Smart play there, not to hand it off to Nardi.
Inside they go. Kick out. Ebers Yes.
She gets that layup back. Great take by Evers.
And because she's been so good from beyond the arc, Emily Naus defensively has to respect that, go out and close out. Raising the eyebrows, and Evers got to the 10. Tie game. Greer. Renninger goes behind her back. Difficult, but able to get it back. Very fortunate. Windish traveled. It was good action for a good portion of that possession, but Windish just kind of put her head down, went to the baseline, and dribbled towards trouble.
Yep, nothing really there in the middle. Continue to run your offense, get something going to the basket.
Do possessions get deliberate down the stretch? Once again, playing without a shot clock. Here at the high school level, give it away to Pakis. Pakis has Greer. Greer, yes. Great assist by Sophia Tapakis. And Archbishop Carroll, what a veteran team they are. With a big gut punch like that, sometimes the idea is to rush to the next shot. They did not. They get into their half-court set, trusting their stuff.
They sure are. Calling out a play and having to execute here with a minute 30 to go.
Wilson, well defended. Back cut inside. It's a beauty. It's a freshman playing like a senior, Abby McFillin.
Similar play from their quarterfinal. Game winner against Lansdale Catholic. Brooke Wilson to McFillin.
And we remain tied with 1:10 to go. Archbishop Wood with 2 timeouts in their pocket. Perhaps looking to hold for one. Renninger, first team All-Catholic. Wilson defensively, Catholic League MVP. Does it come down to these two? Renninger so sure-handed all year. But not that time. Given away by Maddie McFillin. And timeout called. Aaron Shields, Gary Shields, Rini Shields, Mike Peretta are all jumping up in the air asking for a timeout. Archbishop Wood wanted a foul call. Here's a look at the earlier turnover to Pakis to Greer. That gave Archbishop Wood a lead, Megan.
Sure did, and Carroll got it back on that steal. Maddie McFillin Jr. jumping in the lane. Really smart possession, pulling it out and getting a timeout for Carroll. Same one that had the 6-0 run to tie up the game in the fourth.
36.4 seconds left. We'll go again to our playmaking guru and my analyst for the night, Megan McCullough. This is a last shot situation,
for
right?
sure.
And so how do you get there? 1 timeout remains for Archbishop Carroll. Do you run it down to a time you like? We like to operate at 12 seconds, at 14 seconds. Are those end of game situations that you're practicing? And are you looking to get this to a specific time and clock it one more time? Or are you playing this out from 36 to the last shot?
Yeah, I always like an opportunity to have that, second timeout, but depends what Wood comes out here. If there's pressure and they need it, perhaps they call it, but if not and they're able to stall some time and still execute under the 15, 12 second mark, then we'll see what they draw up here.
An overtime thriller. A PCL MVP. A 3 seed in Archbishop Carroll. Rini Shields said they wanted to find themselves this year. Well, they have done that, and they've hoisted themselves into the cauldron in the Cathedral of College Basketball. 1 shot would win it. The freshman McFillin, and timeout is called with 10.5 seconds left.
And there we go. We saw the pressure from Wood and a need to draw something up.
Yes, when you have a freshman at the logo, even as talented as Abby McFillin is, with a double and then a triple team coming on her, that's a good time to use that last time out. This is not Renee Shields' first rodeo. And you look inside that Archbishop Wood huddle. Do they have one more stop in them defensively? Or is it heartbreak again for the faithful in Warminster? Archbishop Carroll. They've had every answer here tonight. These teams have yet to lift and separate. It's been that tightly contested. It will be one play that wins this game. Will it come from that huddle right there?
And as you mentioned, the Palestra is filling up.
This thing was sold out 3 days ago.
Amazing atmosphere for these high school players.
There is nothing like it in Philadelphia. There is nothing like it in high school basketball across the country. And these girls will forever be etched into the history of the Catholic League Championship. Etched into the history of the Palestra. Here is Brooke Wilson. Wilson with 5. Wilson loses the ball. And a timeout is called with 1 second on the clock. Archbishop Carroll doesn't even get a shot off in the final moments.
Really good job of Wood jumping in there. Just a mishap by Wilson.
1 second left, 1.0. So that is time for a catch, Megan. 1 dribble and a shot. The question is, where will this ball inbound from? And they're going to come all the way back to the top of the key on the opposite end of the floor. Archbishop Wood will have to go 3/4 of the length of the floor. Last time it was Emily Naus to inbound, and Ava Renninger was running back to the basketball. They really didn't give themselves an opportunity for a shot. Perhaps here, as opposed to when they had to go 94 feet, will they throw something into the front court? Renninger will inbound. 1 second to go in overtime. And we are headed to double overtime. Well defended by Archbishop Carroll. And again, the boys will just have to wait. There's a classic brewing. A big smile from Renee Shields, and I think she gets it.
Sure does. She's happy to have this opportunity and the girls to be in this moment.
It's impossible for these young women to know, but it's pretty easy for you and me to see here on Press Row that every one of these girls is in the midst of something special, something that they will remember the rest of their lives, win or lose. And this is one of those games that will live on. And if I may, kudos to the Philadelphia Catholic League for producing it in the quality that they are here from our friends at the Penn Sports Network. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, for Megan McCullough the opportunity to bring it to you all at home. It will live on. But there is a game to play and 4 more minutes to find a champion. Megan, have you ever been in a game like this before?
For sure. I can think back at some high school and some college games. Ones that go the right way and ones that, you know, you walk away thinking you wish you had one more opportunity. But those are the, as you said before, those are the memories these girls will remember, and they're out here playing their hearts out. Another opportunity for Ava Renninger to seal that milestone of 1,000.
That's true. It's about 16th on her list of priorities, I'm sure, right about now.
I'm sure as well.
Mike McDonald, we talked about him achieving win number 200 in the Catholic League semifinals. We talked to him prior to the contest. He didn't tell us. The opening tip here of the second overtime controlled by Archbishop Wood. And I think it's because he has the proper perspective. I think win 201 would be a lot sweeter than win 200 for Mike McDonald.
For sure.
Renninger. Windish. And here they go, inverted again. Contact and fouled. And coming up a bit gimpy is Ava Renninger. Pulling her internal and her old school Jalen Brunson, where you get the forwards out high. She goes into the post and she says, hey, I think I'm better in the post than the guard Olivia Nardi is defending. And as a guard yourself, you have to appreciate that type of play.
Yeah, very strong take, and it's great to see 1-for-1 here at the line.
A chance to avenge a couple of those free throws that did not go in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. She hits them both. 1 point away from 1,000 on her career. Lauren Greer, such a good on-ball defender to guard Brooke Wilson, who goes baseline. Good kick, and Nardi traveled. Just got a little bit ahead of herself as Archbishop Wood started to seal their way into that passing lane.
They did. They jumped the pass there. Really great defense to cause that turnover.
Archbishop Wood, they've played with the lead so seldom here tonight, but 5 girls that can shoot it around 40% from 3. If they could find a dagger right now from one of those 3-point shooters. Renninger pulls up from the elbow, couldn't hit it. Strong carom there from Alexis Ebers.
I really like that play drawn up to get Renninger for an open jump shot off the screen.
Double overtime in the girls' final here in the Philadelphia Catholic League final. No good that time, and Renninger got 2 hands on it. Her and Naus combined to pull down the rebound. Wilson tried to go to her left hand, Megan, and couldn't quite get it up and over the rim. Topakis now finds Ava Renninger. Wood will be in the bonus with each subsequent Archbishop Carroll foul. The clock is on. And a 5-second call. Mike McDonald cannot believe it. He cannot believe it. Showing us his vertical. Megan, as they were counting that down, I was looking to the bench to see if he was going to call the timeout. I don't know if he saw the 5-second count.
No, I don't think he thought maybe the offensive player broke the line of.
But no, they did not. Archbishop Wood, they get the stop, and it's a big one. An ambitious shot in the lane that time from McFillin. Bodies are on the floor without a foul. This is Philadelphia Catholic League basketball. Now Archbishop Wood does not have to release the basketball, take a shot. Here with 80 seconds to go, they take their penultimate remaining timeout. And that will be the remaining conversation between Mike McDonald and the official. Okay, end of game situation. Time for a game reset. Archbishop Carroll held the lead for the majority of this one through halftime into the third and fourth quarter. A 6-point lead. Perhaps looked like it was going to be the difference, but Archbishop Wood on a 6-0 run came back to tie the game. We eventually went to overtime. Each team scored 4 points in the first extra session, and here we are with 80 seconds to go left in the final. Archbishop Wood here for 15 times in 18 years. They've won 2 of their last 6 Catholic League championships, all of them under Mike McDonald. 2 of their last 6 appearances they have won here in this building. Can they do it here today? Avenge some heartbreak in last year's final? And how do they do it, Meg, over this last 1 minute and 21 seconds?
Well, they have the keys out there on the floor. Keep the possession of the ball, confidence. We'll see what Carroll does on defense. Definitely need a pressure here, deny, try to go for that steal.
And so if you're Archbishop Wood, are you looking to accept a foul or extend the possession, or with the aggressiveness of Archbishop Carroll, are you looking for a back cut for an earlier bucket earlier in that game clock? That is the question of that Archbishop Wood huddle. What will they come out and do? Archbishop Carroll pressures out by the logo. Ava Renninger going one-on-one on Brooke Wilson. And they send Renninger to the line with 58 seconds left. One more look at some crossover. Down goes Wilson, but she got back into the play and committed the foul.
Not a bad foul. Gives Carroll an opportunity, under a minute. A lot of time left in this game.
And Ava Renninger, she's hit her last 3 after missing 2 foul shots in a tie game with under 30 seconds to go in regulation. She also, with that free throw, is now a 1,000-point scorer at the high school level. More importantly, she's a 1,001-point scorer because now it's a 2-possession game.
Yep, and increase the lead to 4.
Do we have any fireworks? A step back is short. Brought down by Greer. Renninger is fouled. Can't ask for a better look from the foul line. But these are girls going on 40 minutes of action. It's like a college game at this point. And some tired legs left that one short.
For sure, and limited subs. These players have been out almost majority of the game. Just 1 or 2 subs from each team.
It'll remain a 2-possession game, make or miss. But it certainly changes the calculus. Make and Archbishop Carroll needs to hunt a 3. Just 1 timeout remaining. Wilson instead will go to the basket and puts it in. Time will run. Archbishop Wood knows that. And they give it away. It's a 2-point game. 23 seconds left. The clock continues to tick. Timeout. Archbishop Carroll's right back in it. So they take the quick 2, Megan. They get the steal. And this is a whole new ball game here. One more look. Great footwork. And I think we'll keep it right here. What happens here on this one, Megan?
You see McFillin. She gets a steal, even though a little bit under the basket, is a great finish. Again, from the freshman.
And a beautiful job by Archbishop Carroll to do all that without calling timeouts. Because at the high school level, and we talk about this all the time on our broadcasts, it would be wonderful to see consideration for a clock stoppage at the minimum in the last minute of play after a made basket. Because you have to think about how many timeouts you have remaining. Archbishop Carroll, they get the 2 there. They're down 4 points. You can only stop the clock 1 more time. But they get the steal. They force Archbishop Wood to call that timeout. And now they'll pick up full court. Is there some more magic at the Palestra? Renninger. Renninger is fouled by McFillin. Maddie McFillin, the junior, picks up the personal. 18 seconds left. And here's why that's so important now, Megan, that Archbishop Wood called the timeout. 1, they have 0 timeouts remaining. That's the first thing. The second is, even on 2 makes, Archbishop Carroll can go down and get a quick 2 and call that timeout to stop the clock and try to get 1 more steal or foul. So even on a make here, they'll likely hunt the 3. But if the lane opens up, they can take that 2, call the timeout, and have a fighter's chance in the final 15 seconds.
I think there's a 5 fouls on McFillin.
That's right. That's what it is. And so Archbishop Carroll can take this opportunity to use it as a quasi timeout. And Mike Peretta will not leave the huddle. If they don't leave, they can assess a timeout. Really tough to imagine them doing that in this situation, and well adjudicated by the officials. So the one timeout remains for Archbishop Carroll. Ava Renninger can make this a 2-possession game. And she does. Brooke Wilson, the Catholic League MVP. Felicity McFillin, this is taking too long. Wilson from NBA range. Timeout. 4.6 seconds left. What a play by the Catholic League MVP. We play on, and you see why we belabor that point there, Megan. We'll get another look. Break this one down for us.
For sure, a deep three for just didn't get out enough on defense. But credit to Brooke Wilson for that shot.
And it's why we belabor the point about the timeout, because there's 4.6 seconds left on the clock. Clock does not stop after made baskets, even inside a minute. Archbishop Wood, they're well coached, they know this. Without that timeout by Archbishop Carroll, Archbishop Wood would not have needed to inbound the basketball. The game would have been over. And so an incredible use of the timeouts and saving that for the last minute. It's one of the best staffs in the state on that Archbishop Carroll bench, and you can see the opportunity that they've given their girls here now in the final 5 seconds. Brooke Wilson had something to do with that too.
Sure did. You know, as you mentioned, it was taking too long to get something on offense. I agree. Too much driving kicks, and luckily they found an open MVP.
It has to be an immediate foul here for Archbishop Carroll if they do not get the steal. No timeouts remain for either team. Archbishop Wood has to get this in. And a foul is called. They wanted a held ball situation. The possession arrow is in Archbishop Carroll's favor. And let's get another look from our baseline cam. You be the judge at home. My goodness. That official had a much better look than we did. But I tell you who else had a pretty good look. Renee Shields and the rest of that Archbishop Carroll bench. Here is Lauren Greer, a 3-year JV player with her biggest free throws of her career. Archbishop Carroll now will have a chance to win the game here in the second overtime. Greer got the second, no timeouts. Great defense, and a foul is called. That is just the third team foul against Archbishop Wood. They still have one to give. Incredible recognition by Ava Renninger that she can be aggressive. And Megan, she can do it one more time. 2.3 seconds to go. Wilson for the win. No good. Archbishop Wood has done it. Archbishop Wood are the Philadelphia Catholic League champs here in 2023-2024. The images speak for themselves. Joy, exasperation, relief. Archbishop Wood had to play 40 minutes of basketball. And in double overtime, they take down Archbishop Carroll. A lot of contact on that last play as Brooke Wilson was trying to get a last-second heave off.
For sure, and you know, tough ending for Carroll, but both these teams played their hearts out, and Archbishop Wood, without a loss this season, came out on top, and well-deserved finish for the team.
Third Philadelphia Catholic League championship for Mike McDonald. The undefeated season. They avenged that 2017 team that won every game in the regular season. and then lost in the playoffs. Did not capture that undefeated regular season. Wow, what a fan base that made their way from Warminster down to this one. Enthralled with the contest and joyous in the result. Lauren Greer leads the cheer. A senior-laden group, but with some youngsters that got key minutes in this one.
We sure did.
That's Athletic Director Sue O'Neill for Archbishop Wood, who will hand off the Philadelphia Catholic League Championship Hubcap to the captains of the Archbishop Wood Vikings. Stay with us as we will have post-game analysis, commentary. And here is that special moment where the entire roster, coaches and players alike, this picture will hang in the halls of Archbishop Wood High School, and the hubcap and the net will go in the trophy case as well.
And they worked for that in this double overtime win.
What a contest. Up there with the all-time greats that have been played in this league on this floor.
Oh, for sure. And as we said, teams that are familiar with each other, and it's great to see Wood come out on top.
We have a full post-game here for you where we'll stay here live as the members of the Archbishop Wood girls basketball team will cut down the nets here at the Palestra. Right now it's photo time. The three-time reigning PIAA 5A state champions, the Archbishop Wood Vikings, carry on and win the Philadelphia Catholic League Championship. No doubt relief, as well as the exasperation and the joy that we talked about for how last year's final ended, for how this game went, and for that final shot that threatened to upend the undefeated season from Brooke Wilson. It didn't go, there was contact, there was no call, and Archbishop Wood defended to that final horn. Stay with us, folks, here on the Penn Sports Network. A lot more coming here post-game. for you. Some deep threes early and some great post action inside. Really gave Archbishop Carroll problems. What does it feel like to play again here on this floor and to come out on top the way you guys did?
It feels amazing. Last year I feel like into this year I've really developed, my inside work, and they were taken away because they're a great defensive team. So I'm glad that I had something else.
And Lauren, you had to do some incredible on-ball defending tasks with guarding Brooke Wilson for a good portion of the contest. What type of challenge does she bring, and how were you able to be successful in the way that you were?
Yeah, Brooke is an amazing player. She's very disciplined, great ball handler, but I think I watched a lot of film. I got to know my opponent, so I think that's how I was able to defend her tonight.
And Alexa, for you, both you and Lauren have waited your turn to be the stars and the captains on this team, to now do it and go the full season unbeaten, cutting down the nets at the Palestra. What does that mean to you?
I mean, we talked about this moment all season. This is all we worked for. All four of them, it was a pleasure being their teammate, and we came here, we won it, and I'm proud to be their teammate.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy this victory. Memories that'll last a lifetime. Well deserved. And now Mike McDonald is with us, the head coach of Archbishop Wood. That net looks good around your neck.
I like it. I think a net looks good on anybody's neck, but especially ours. Especially ours.
We talked a lot about the storyline where you guys have been here, even prior to your tenure now. 15 out of 18 years. And then there's something special about actually winning it. With the way this team played all year long and the reception that they're getting right now, how much does it mean to you as a coach?
It's special because they've really treated one another tremendously like a family. There hasn't been any egos or anybody. We've had a pretty big age gap in our team, and the seniors and MNAS have really brought the freshmen in and welcomed them with the sophomores as well. So it's really felt like a family. I haven't had any issues off the court. So it's really been a gift to coach this team. They're just awesome people.
This is one of those games that will live on forever and ever, a double overtime thriller. And it felt like early on this was going to go down to the final possession. Did it feel that way on your bench early?
Like final possession?
Did it feel like it was going down to the wire?
I always just assume when we play Carroll it's going to go down to end of game possessions. And then I hope I can come close to whatever Renee Shields can draw up, because I just think she's phenomenal. I think she's one of the best coaches in the country. It was just a great game, and we just came out on top when the clock ran out. But it could have been anybody's game all night, obviously, and my hat's off to them, too.
You really wanted to talk about Lauren Greer and what she brings defensively. Had to go up one-on-one at times against the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP in Brooke Wilson. Tell us something that perhaps we may not know about Lauren Greer and what she brings to the table.
Well, she's top 5 in her class. She's the goalie for the soccer team that won 3 straight championships, and she plays flag football. But just a phenomenal person. But defensively tonight, we were giving up too many threes, and they were knocking them down. A credit to them. But we switched the match up to her once Ava picked up her first foul early, and then we adjusted to not help all the shooters and allow Lauren Greer to go one-on-one, and Lauren Greer was phenomenal for the rest of the game, and it just changed things for us. We felt like we could get stops more than we were early on, and we didn't have to have so much pressure to make shots. And then when it went possession by possession, we just did enough to either get to the basket or draw fouls and make foul shots. So, but it starts with her and that matchup and her ability to guard one-on-one against Wilson.
Mike McDonald, head coach of Archbishop Wood, and now Philadelphia Catholic League champion again. Congratulations, and thank you for doing this.
Shout out to Ava Reniger, who scored her 1,000th point tonight in the Catholic League championship. She's awesome. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having us.
We will see you down the road, Mike. Thank you. Mike McDonald, our guest. This has been the girls' championship game in the Philadelphia Catholic League championship from the hallowed Palestra. Stay tuned, just a couple minutes. We will be back live for the boys' title game, Archbishop Ryan against Roman Catholic. For Megan McCullough, for the entire Penn Sports Network team, Bob Long saying